Okay. Hi, welcome back to Tango Talks. Today is May 13th, 2025, and we're on episode 6.
And today we are talking about dreams, what they mean, and interpretations, cultures, and stuff like that. Yeah. And bear with us, people. I know we keep saying that. We have new equipment now, new whole new thing, all new setup. We're working on a new workspace for us to be more comfortable in. And I promise we're going to try to get our time down back to 45 minutes. I know the last episode was an hour and 3 minutes. And even my husband was like, I'm not listening to that. So just bear with us. You know, we're getting there. This is a whole new venture for the two of us, and we're having fun. We hope you're having fun listening to us, and you know, we're just going along day by day.
Yeah.
So let's talk about dreams.
All right. So have you had any dreams that you remember?
I don't. So that's the funny thing. I don't remember a lot of my dreams. When I do, they're kind of odd ones. And the last one I had, which was about 2 days ago, was about I just kept finding money in my glove compartment in my car. I found it in my desk at work, my pants, and the laundry. It's like everywhere I turned, it was just like, and it was like drug money. It was like, you know, it's all rolled up and it's all $100 bills. So I just kept saying, like, where's all this money coming from? But you know, I hope we were just talking off mic about the itchy palm thing there, you know what I mean? It's like, which one means money? Which one doesn't mean money? You know? And, so hopefully it means maybe I'm finding some money somewhere. Or winning. Well, you have to play the lottery to win the lottery. Yeah. But who knows? You know what I mean? It was. Yeah. But that's all I remembered about. That's that was, like I said, it was like 2 nights. I woke up the morning.
That's actually cool. I mean, I hope it wasn't like drug money and it was something illegal. Like you were warning yourself, don't get into anything illegal.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Remember that? What would Steven do bracelet?
Yeah, that's right. Or maybe we're going to be, maybe it means you were like a male stripper.
I doubt that. I thought you were going to say something like, well, maybe you're going to be audited.
Oh, gosh, I hope not.
That's my nightmare. Not that I do anything wrong, but, you know, nobody wants anybody prying into their money affairs and stuff like that. But
definitely not.
Yeah. So, and again, people, we're going to try our hardest to get the episodes back down 45 minutes. It's hard to do because when we get together, we have such a good time and we just
keep talking.
Just keep talking. And all of a sudden it's like, oh.
Talking and laughing.
I had to trim 20 minutes off that last episode and we were still an hour.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I guess our first question is, you know, what are some of the most common dreams people experience and what do they typically signify?
Well, I actually did a little bit of research here, and according to my Google search, I found that one of the most common dreams is falling, a dream that you're falling. Have you ever had one of those dreams? I've had
those, but
yeah.
I know. I don't typically, even when I have bad dreams, I've never been one that's woken up like startled, except for when I first started taking gummies. That's a whole other story, but
yeah.
But I have had that falling thing, but you know, usually I just kind of like wake up
startled,
just, like, staring at the ceiling. Like,
yeah.
What just happened? You know,
yeah.
Because you don't know if you just fell out of bed or what. But yeah, I don't like those dreams at all.
No, I've had those several times where you feel like you're just like you got to catch yourself. Yep. You know, it's like just recently, a couple weeks back when we were traveling, because I actually was doing a lot of sleeping on our drive to Arizona.
Oh, that's worse in a car because you're moving.
Then you're moving. So I had a couple of those there. But then when you get out of the car and you finally are sleeping in a bed that's stable, you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm still moving.
Now,
you know, so.
Now I've heard that they say that, I mean, I don't know if they've ever, how you would study it, know it, but they say that if you ever hit the ground, you're dead.
I don't know about that. I mean, I guess that's a belief thing, but what Google actually said is it often signifies feelings of anxiety, or loss of control or a fear of failure.
Oh, I should do like, you ever hear when people do those dream diaries?
Yeah.
Where they wake up and they quickly write down what the dream was about. I would never remember to do it, but it would just gather dust on my nightstand. But yeah, I wonder if anybody, you know, has done that and then correlated it to things that are happening in their life.
Yeah.
You know, like starting a new business or starting a new podcast.
Yeah. Well, I know that I've had dreams before where like I've dreamt something and it may not happen until years later, but I've had a dream. I don't keep like a dream diary or anything, but I've had it where I literally have, like I've seen the dream actually come to fruition. Like in real life.
Almost like a deja vu dream type thing.
Yeah. And sometimes it could be a little bit scary. Like the dreams that I'm thinking about in particular were, pretty rough, because when they actually did happen, the situations were not actually good situations. So It's like you almost wonder, like, is it your subconscious that's like, I don't know if it's maybe like a warning or a preparation for something bad coming.
Well, see, I'm a firm believer that I think, the human psyche, our minds, I know we only use 10, they say roughly 10% of it, but I think, things like that tie in, to the universe, And I listened to, there's a tape that I listened to that is about how to speak positive things turns positive energy towards you.
Yeah.
Of course, Stephen laughs at me, but I believe in that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I believe if you speak positively all the time, you'll get, positive results back. And it was funny because just before you came here, we have that little box over there that still has Halloween candy in it. And there's one Reese's Pieces and there's like, oh, I really want that. And I opened it up and I'm like, damn it, no, it's the only one there. And then Steven's like, I'm sorry. I was like, nope, that's the universe slapping it out of my hands saying you don't need that sugar, you don't need that extra, And I was like, I know, but I really wanted that Reese's Pieces. But, things like that, I think things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? And whether you're a good person, bad person, things happen for a reason. I mean, Stephen always say karma will catch up to that person.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think a lot of these like presentations of stuff like that too, it's really how in tune you are with the universe and everything, the energies around you.
Yep.
So it doesn't, if you're resting and there's no other interference and you're just focused on whatever in your mind, how could it not be presented that way,
I always wanted to try one of those deprivation tanks.
Oh.
Just to see where my mind would go and wander and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because they say that you're in like the perfect dream state when you're in there. So.
Yep. And now, I don't know how you feel about it, but I believe in like the whole deja vu thing. I think there's a reason for it. I don't know what it is, but I get a lot of that throughout by daily sometimes.
Wow.
And it's just bizarre because I'll stop, and I've had it happen with even customers. I'll just stop. Weren't you just in here yesterday and we talked about this? And I'm like, no. I'm like, okay. How can I help you? But I get a lot of that, you know what I mean? And it freaks me out sometimes. And my friend Terry Jo, her family has a lot of it. Like it's throughout the whole family. And when her mom passed away a couple years ago, they're racing to Syracuse Hospital, and they get about 3/4 of the way there, and she looked at her sister. She's looking slow. She's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "She's already gone." And then the hospital called and said that she just passed. And it happens to her all the time.
Yeah,
people stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it because it freaks me out when she does shit like that. It's like, will you just stop it?
I know. But those are things, I feel like you're just in tune with.
Right. I just think your mind is just connected to the people that you love, and you know what I mean. You're just in tune. I mean, my senior, I'm going back to high school, but my senior paper was actually on ghost apparitions and spirits and stuff like that. And because I just believe in that stuff, I think. And again, like you said earlier, it has to do with faith, and I'm not a big faith person, but I do believe that our energy goes somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if anybody wants to call in or write to me and tell me I'm full of bullshit, you're more than welcome to.
I don't think they will. They're probably like sitting there saying, "Yeah, I can understand that," or I see that.
I would be very interested if people would call or write us and tell us any of their. That might be another good episode, like ghosts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Like how do you feel about that?
Yeah, have people write in and tell us their ghost story. Maybe we'll do that in October.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Anyways, back on track.
Yeah. So one of the other dreams that they talk about is someone chasing you. Have you ever had a dream like that?
I don't think I have. At least I don't ever remember having one.
Yeah.
Somebody chasing me. Yeah, I don't think so. Why? What's that mean?
So it usually means that it says it often reflects your feelings of being pursued or pressured into waking life. It can also symbolize anxiety, avoidance, or the need to face difficult situations.
Interesting.
So, and I know that I've had dreams like that where I've had people chasing me. It's always with something, like a gun or a knife. I
think little Jay said you watch way too many Michael Myers movies.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I think you have them memorized in the back of your subconscious somewheres.
Somebody chasing me.
Anyways, today, people, the drink is my classic Tango's gin and tonic, which is aviation gin, a little bit of lime, some seltzer water, and I use olives in mine instead of limes. And me and Angela one night had this with jalapeno stuffed olives, and it was divine.
It was really good, yeah. And that gin is really tasty too. So
yeah, it is my favorite.
A little bit adds a little, just a little bit to it. Yeah.
And I made this first one a little too strong, so we'll see how this goes by the time I'm done with this. But I do plan on having another one. So if we pause for a little bit, you'll know why.
Refill time. Let's see. One of the other things was, and this one probably doesn't apply to you, Tango, but being pregnant.
God, I hope not. I mean, it's not for the sake of trying.
I've actually had dreams like that, where I've had dreams that I've had babies, not just one, but several. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Stop.
Yeah, it's like, how many? But usually that can symbolize new beginnings and personal transformation, or even the desire for something new or exciting in your life.
That makes
so
sense.
like maybe the multiple babies and multiple projects. I don't know.
Multiple new things going on.
Yeah.
But if you had dreams like that, can you correlate it to, do you remember like when and what was going on at the time?
I don't, but I just remember having dreams like that. And that's crazy to me, because
Right. Because it would be interesting, like if it occurred like when you guys were first moving to the neighborhood, and then you had to build all these things. You guys got done building a beautiful deck on the back of your house.
Right.
So
I don't really recall it being then, but I do remember having it. And like I said, just the whole several. Several is what sticks in my mind, I was oh my goodness. I know it's not going to really happen because I'm well past that age of having babies, but
there's a guy on Facebook that I follow, and then he does these posts all the time. He's always saying things like, just because guys can't get pregnant doesn't mean we should stop trying. I'm like, cool. All right. What other kind of?
So
I'm gonna have nightmares about this episode tonight.
I know. Death or dying. Have you ever had dreams like that? Where you're like you?
No, but you know what? I forgot what it's called. And again, if somebody could call us, text us, whatever, and let me know the term. I found it once before and I can't find it anymore. I do have these terrifying dreams, and they will wake me up instantly, and then I have to like start a story in my head or play music to get past it.
Ooh.
Because it always starts off where like the four of us go somewhere, we're having a great time, and then it ends bloodshed, like people just being slaughtered, we're all dead, and it's like, and that's when I wake up and I was like, why do I dream that? And there's an actual term for it, and I can't remember what it was. Ooh. But I found it years ago because it's upsetting, because I would have these type of dreams about my kids too.
Yeah.
We'd go to the beach or something, that sharks would eat my children, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
And then everybody was just dead on the end. It's just like, I would just wake up, and every time I tried to close my eyes, it would just pick up again. So I'd have to almost reprogram my mind to do something differently. So I'd have to play some music, or I would start like little stories in my head that would divert my mind until I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a term for it, but it's not fun.
No, I've had the same dreams, and it's not not the same as you with the four of us going like this, but I've had dreams before where I'm someplace, and I don't know, maybe it's just a fear of me, that I have in me, of myself getting shot, because every time in the dream where I die, I'm always getting shot. So I'm like, oh my goodness.
You know where little Jay keeps all their guns, right? I'd be going by and checking, make sure they're all still where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I going to get shot? Like one time I was in the bank and I got shot. And then another time I was just out on the street and then I got shot.
I think it's because you're a troublemaker.
Maybe. I think that's probably it. I mean, according to this, it just says it's an end of one phase of life, or the beginning of another. It signals, it can also signify personal growth and transformation.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm thinking now when you read that, I'm like, well, how many times did I actually get shot? I'm really transformed now.
She used to be a bird. She got shot, and then she was a cat.
And reincarnate it to this semi-human form.
You're an idiot.
Oh my gosh.
All right. What's the next one on here?
All right.
These are kind of fun just to go through.
Yeah. People you don't know, dreaming of people you don't know. Now, I personally have had that dream before, like several times. I've had a reoccurring dream that I am in this cabin in the woods.
That's a movie.
I have no idea who any of the people are that I'm trapped in the woods with, but I know that there's something bad going on outside of the woods. Like the only thing I could think of is it's like a sickness or something like that, kind of like maybe COVID when we were all trapped in a house. But the fact that I was trapped in this house with nobody that I knew, not even one person, not a family member, not you guys, not anybody, and we were just like scared to death to go out of the house.
Now, see, I have similar dreams like that, but mine usually revolve around like waking up and Ryan Reynolds is laying next to me.
Oh, I see.
I mean?
Okay.
It's not anybody I know per se.
Yep.
But that's kind of how my dreams go.
That's how they go. Yeah. So according to what they say, it says that it can represent aspects of your life or yourself with unresolved emotions or issues, or even a potential future connection.
Oh, that's
so,
interesting.
Like last episode, we talked about like, business and how you make connections with people and how things, kind of come full circle.
Interesting. I wonder if that's a prominent dream for people in business.
Yeah. Like, do you constantly have a dream that, you are with people that you've never met before?
Right.
And then do you actually come up and shake their hand?
See, that's a hard thing for me to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's always been difficult for me. And I've always just had a problem just walking up to people, introducing myself. If they come to the shop, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
they're coming to me. But I remember trying to sell fire extinguishers back decades ago. And I couldn't do it because you had to just drive around with this extinguisher kit and just find people like out in their yards and just walk up and show them the little thing and hope that I just couldn't do it. I did like 3 of them. I said, fuck this. I'm never going to make any money. I'm spending more money in gas than I am making any sales on it. But again, I give a lot of credit to salespeople because it takes a lot of, at least for me, it takes a lot of courage to just walk up to people and say, hey, I'm so-and-so and I want to try to sell you this, and try to make that sale.
Well, and it's all in the presentation too. Like, did you walk up to people and say, hey, you want to see this fire extinguisher?
Hey, you want to see me put your house out with this fire extinguisher?
No wonder it didn't go over well.
I kept wondering why the fire departments were showing up after I left all the time, just to make any sense. No, I didn't do that, okay? It sounds like something I would do, but I did not do that. Get on to the next one already. I need a cocktail refill here.
Dreaming of snakes. Have you ever had dreams of snakes?
No, but I saw that on your list and I was curious about it.
Yeah. So what they say is it may symbolize transformation, healing, and the subconscious mind, hidden exploration of potential threats.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I know I've had dreams about snakes too. And again, it's always snakes biting me and I just can't deal with that kind of stuff,
Do we have to do wellness checks on you?
And I'm always bitten by the most deadly snake, like the Mojave.
Of course, it can't be like the garden snake that we have around here. Some exotic snake that,
Yeah, that is going to bite me. And there's you got like a nanosecond to get to the antivenom. And there's none in the cabinet when you get there. So, yeah, I have a real issue with snakes.
Oh, my goodness.
The next one is teeth falling out. Have you ever had a teeth falling out dream?
That I've never had. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. I know people who have had that dream.
But I'm gonna memorize this one. So next time I see my therapist, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I keep having this recurring dream about my teeth falling out. I just want to see what she says.
Oh my gosh. So this one often reflects feelings of anxiety, stress, or a sense of loss in your waking life. So
a lot of these seem to deal with like losses of some kind.
Yeah,
you know?
or like your desire for new things, or
It's odd.
It's
it's a very torn between like good and bad. Either either they mean good things or they mean really really bad things. There's like nothing in the middle. Like so it's just gonna be a nice sunny day. You're going to enjoy it. You might have a cup of coffee with a friend of yours. No, they're always like So you're either
getting bit by a snake or getting shot with a gun.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this one, I've had this one too. Being back in high school. Have you ever had those dreams?
I have had those, but not necessarily about me. Like I remember things that like happened in high school, and like there's this one. I think it was 7th grade, we had a sex education thing.
Oh yeah.
And I think I probably told you this story one time when we were sitting here in the bar. But there was this tough guy always bullying people around. So sitting in class, it was about birth, and as soon as that baby's head popped out, we all of a sudden heard a big crash in the middle of the classroom, and there he is sprawled out in the middle
on the
floor, pissing himself. The nurse had to come in, give him smelling sauce. And
oh my gosh.
And everyone was just, just like, oh, tough guy, you can't even handle that. So that's one of the dreams I have all the time, only because I never liked that kid.
Yeah.
So I think to me, whatever that means in there when you read it, I guess for me it just means you got what you.
Yeah.
Karma.
Yeah. It's crazy. So what they say is it's did I read this already? Because I feel like I read the same thing over.
Well, we just did talk about deja vu.
Really. It's unresolved issues, learning experiences, or even the desire for a return to the simpler time.
Oh no, that you haven't read that.
Yeah. So
that makes sense though. If you're dreaming about high school, you're obviously you're 20 years younger and 40 years younger for some of us.
You were like home and just, you maybe have had a summer job or whatever, but it definitely wasn't like your life now. I just recently had one of those dreams.
Really?
And it was funny because in the dream, I was with all the kids that I went to high school with. And I remember I had my school schedule in my hand and I was like reading. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have this geometry book and I have to go there now. And it was so funny because I was making this big deal about a geometry book. And they were like, well, it's okay. You can borrow one from the classroom. Okay, well, problem solved, I guess.
I mean, it's funny because I don't think about start talking about high school that I could tell you 100 different stories, But that one is just the one that if I have a dream about high school, that I have it.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though that a return to a simpler life, because when we were in high school, what'd you have to worry about? Go to school, you hang out with your friends, you know what I mean, and come back home.
Yeah, you look forward to the weekend because you were, or going to the movies or whatever.
Or if you did sports or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, it was an easy life. You know what I mean? You got your allowance up until you could work, and then when you worked, you got your money, and it ain't like that is now. That's for sure.
No. I think that was really all I had for that. But one of the things that I was going to say too is, like, do we ever think that some of our dreams, like we were saying, are going beyond just the symbolism of what they actually mean? Like, do you feel like any of your decisions have been influenced even by one of your dreams? Like the one that you were talking about specifically about all of us, like the massacre or whatever happens.
Geez, I don't know. I usually pretty much dismiss my dream within minutes after waking up. I don't know. I never tracked it. I never.
Yeah.
Again, like having one of those dreams or interests, able to try for a year, come back to this topic in a year and see what we have written down.
Right.
But I would have to say that it must. Your dreams come from your subconscious. They say that it's a way conscious problem solve while you're sleeping. So maybe it does. Maybe, if you don't, like for me, I don't remember my dreams, unfortunately. But I would say it'd have to be, it'd have to, because if you wake up startled in the morning, that startledness kind of stays with you throughout the day a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you're easier to scare, and stuff like that, because you're already like pre-tempered for being scared.
Yeah.
So I would have to say it would.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one, because like, especially the ones where you're like, okay, well, I got shot in the bank. I'm not going to go in the bank today. I think I'll just walk by the bank and do something else.
Exactly. Like if you had a cognitive memory of being shot in your dream, it could very well persuade you not to go into the bank. You know, it could hit you like just before you get to the door. It's like, shot here last night. So
I don't think I'm going to enter.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, and again, maybe it's part of the whole, precognitive ability of the human mind. You know what I mean? Maybe some dreams are the universe telling you something that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Who knows? I don't know how far people, I'm sure you can probably find volumes of information that people have done in dream studies, but who really knows? You can only guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The person can wake up and tell you every detail of the dream, but unless you follow that person throughout the day and a couple of days to see if any of that came to fruition. I don't know. Some of my dreams, I'm hoping not.
Yeah, except for the money one.
Right. Finding rolls of money, I'd be happy about.
Yep. Well, that's all I had for the ones that were the most common dreams.
Common ones?
Yeah.
So the other thing I was wondering about, and I didn't get a chance to look it up, was how do different cultures interpret? What are some unique dream-related traditions around the world? Like I know what I remember reading in the India, they were very profound about their meant something, and then they would do dream states too that were supposed to tell them things and prepare them, stuff like that. So I don't know. I'd be curious, if anybody wants to call in with, they've got a dream, I don't know what you would call it.
Like something that is cultural, a cultural reason for the dream actually.
Like I'd be curious. I'd be curious to know. Like, are these the American interpretations of dreams here?
I'm gonna say yes because it's just like it was just a quick Google search from that.
So I'd be interested. What does Asians hold in their dreams? Rushing all these cultures that we have.
Yeah.
How do they interpret a dream?
Right.
I know that, like I said, I know Indians were very intuitive in dreams. Their dreams always meant something to them. You know what I mean?
Like the Native American Indians is what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, because they had like different cycles, they had different times where, they would be like a planting time and there would be times when they were hunting or actually harvesting. And so any of those things that they would do on a normal daily basis, they would hope that any of their, their gods or anything of that nature.
Like if you had a dream of,
the sun
catching a big bear or something. Oh, we're going to catch a big bear today.
Right. Or it could have just meant that, that was it's going to be a plentiful year or something of that nature.
Or they're all going to die tomorrow.
Well,
that would be my dream. We're having a good day. We're all picnicking, and we all got mauled by a bear. And then I would wake up.
Remind me never to go camping with you guys.
Right. They'd be like, what are you going to dream tonight? I don't know.
Are you going to be dreaming about bears? Are we going to get mauled?
And we just talked about this, about dreams influencing our waking life decisions and behavior. Again, I think it has to. It has to affect you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I think dreams have a lot of emotions to them. I definitely think that.
Yeah.
And the other thing I've written down here is lucid dreaming, which you always hear a lot about, like in movies and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But has anyone actually learned to be a part of it? And I guess when you're lucid dreaming, you can control the output of it and the direction of it.
Just
and you
pretty much everything.
Yeah, you're actually you're
interactive.
There is the word I'm looking for.
You're interactive in your dream during a lucid dream. So it's almost like a step above the meditation. So like when you're still consciously aware of meditating, but if you are dreaming and have those lucid dreams, you can literally manipulate whatever the situation is in the dream that you're having.
Do you meditate?
I used to. I would like to get back into it because I feel like those were the days where I had the most clarity. And I wonder if those were the days that my mind was more open with some of the dreams that I did have,
Possible.
I feel like right now, as we get older and stuff, it's like you feel like you don't have enough time to do things and you're always trying to get everything done, and you never really stop for a second to, take in those kind of things. The things that make you healthy. But I would really like to get back in.
I've always seen meditation up there. I mean, like they just, for me, I don't know. Whenever I think of meditation, yoga seems.
Yeah.
I would like to try meditation.
Yeah.
I use right now, like for a sleeping program on my phone, the biorhythm.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got it broken out into, do you want to sleep? Do you want to focus? Do you want to be, and then you can play these different binaural beats in the background that are supposed to affect you. I use the one for sleeping a lot, and it seems to work.
Yeah.
Like I'm out.
I've used those before too, where you just like, you hear, whether it's like a Tibetan singing bowl or something like that, where they just kind of, the chime, and then it goes along with the chant or something like that.
And if you adjust your volume, you'll hear the like boom in the background. And it's like the first time I did it, like, okay, I actually like that. And then the more I used it, the more I noticed that when I use the one that's for deep sleep, I seem to sleep pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm starting to believe, I guess it's part of like that circadian rhythm or something. What is that? Is that
your circadian rhythm is basically like the things that you do and it, like your normal go through, So like you get up in the morning at 5 o'clock every day, then you go to work, then you do this, then you do that, and then it's bedtime at 9 o'clock every night. It's the same thing. And if you don't follow those patterns because of, like, say you're sick or something like that, like you've got a cold or your allergies are stirring up, that affects your circadian rhythm, because what happens is that now you can't breathe right. Now you're coughing. So you've got an interrupted pattern, so that's what's happening.
I want to pay more attention to that. I wonder if there's something I do during the day that causes my insomnia. You know what I mean? Like I have those nights where I cannot sleep, and then I'm just sitting on the couch watching track.
Yeah.
I wonder if something interrupts that.
Could be.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick little break here, folks, and we'll be back shortly after I get a refill. All right, people, we are back from our break, and I have my refilled cocktail glass. I just want to give a shout out to our sponsor, CNY Awards and Apparel, in the Hartford Shopping Center. If you can think it, they can ink it. And literally, people, I mean, if it's got a name or a logo or ink on it, they can print it for you. Awards, signs, engraving, apparel, embroidery, vehicle graphics. I mean, I could go on for hours about the things that they could do there. So give them a shout, cnyapparel.com. And now back to our show. Nice little segue, I guess.
Yeah. So dreams. We've been talking about dreams.
Yeah, good ones and bad ones. Some of them. That list was pretty cool that you had there, though, because some of them I've never heard of. I mean, obviously you hear about the common ones, like falling and you're sleeping and stuff like that. But I never heard that, like the snakes or the one that about what was it? Is that the one that was back to high school?
Oh yeah, one. Yep.
So yeah, those are interesting. that was a good thing. But it'd still be very interesting to, again, if people would call in about what they know about other cultures' dream beliefs.
Yeah.
I can't seem to catch my breath for some reason. Not that I ran back here, but trying to talk, and I'm like stretching my breath out as far as I could go, and I'm like, okay, I gotta breathe.
Practicing your singing for our karaoke night.
Maybe we should use these microphones for karaoke night.
They would sound really good.
I've been listening to this podcast. It's done by Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville.
Oh yeah.
And it's called Talkville, and I've kind of gotten addicted to it. It's very interesting, and it's funny how they go back to the episodes, and some of them they just tear apart. And then other ones they can't remember. Like, I don't remember doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
so
funny.
it's interesting. It's funny to listen to the playthrough on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of addicted to that right now.
That's really cool.
Hopefully, one of these days, people will say that about us.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to that Angela and Tango. They're so crazy, and
they talk about everything and nothing, and we just love them.
Well, we'll see. Let's see. Where is my... Oh, shoot. I don't... Do you have a copy of our... Thank you. Don't forget, friends, we need those likes, shares, and follows so we can grow the show. Our goal is 1,000 likes and follows. You can also call or text us here before, during, and after the show at either 315-801-9655. That's the Tango hotline. I just made that up. I was waiting to see the expression on Angela's face. She was trying to hold it until I looked at her, and she's like, what?
like it.
Or you can send us an email at talk@tangotalks.live. And we would certainly appreciate those likes and follows. The more you like us, the more you follow us, the higher up we get in the charts and more people find us.
I like that.
Yeah. This is our retirement program, folks. So, we need those likes.
That's right.
Anyways, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Until next time.
Skull.
Skull.
Once again, thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We hope you were mildly entertained. If not, who cares? Tango Talks was recorded in front of a totally digital audience and is a division of HM Print Design LLC. Please do us a favor and like, share, follow everywhere you can. Till our next cocktail, this is Angela and Tango saying Skull.